Hello, my name is Deborah Lately, and I am the Director of Advocacy at the Disability Resource Center. Welcome to DRC's Advocacy Skill Building Workshop. We're looking forward to building our advocacy skills with you during this session. Let's get started. What are we going to do today? By the end of this session, we will know why it is important to advocate, understand how to be persuasive, and work on one group advocacy issue. Let's talk about what is advocacy. Advocacy can mean many things, but according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, it is the act or process of supporting a cause or a proposal. There are several types of advocacy that a person can undertake. Self-advocacy is representing and advancing one's own interests. Peer advocacy is representing the rights and interests of someone other than yourself. Systems advocacy is influencing social, political, and economic systems to bring about change for groups of people. And legal advocacy is using attorneys in the legal or administrative systems to establish or protect legal rights. We may ask ourselves, why is advocacy important? Advocacy is important because effective advocacy skills begins with you. You need to understand how you feel and respond to problems. Learning advocacy skills can enhance your role in making decisions that affect your life. How do I advocate for myself or someone else? Everyone is different and has different life experiences. Because of these differences, there is not one magic formula that tells you how to be an effective advocate. Experiment with different styles and choose the ones that you feel are both comfortable and effective for you. Let's get started identifying advocacy issues. Before we learn advocacy skills, we need to figure out why we should advocate and when we should advocate. To do this, we can break things down into problems versus issues. A problem is a want or a need. An issue is what is keeping me from being able to get what I want or need. Let's look at the example on this slide. There's a picture of a man using a wheelchair, not able to get out of his van because the car in the next parking space is parked in an access aisle. The problem is the man can't get out of his van to go where he wants. The issue is that some people are not aware of what happens when they block access aisles in van accessible parking spaces and don't understand that not parking properly prevents others from fully participating in the community. So keep in mind, it's usually easier to figure out the problem first and then figure out the issue that needs to be addressed so that the problem is solved. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what the issue is, but talking to our friends, peers, or other people we trust can help us figure out the issue that is at the root of our problem. When should I advocate? Let's take a look at the 4-step advocacy checklist. Number 1 is gut check. What is happening? It does not feel right to you. 2 is passion level. Is it important to you? Do you feel strongly about it? 3, what do you know about it? Is it wrong? Do you know someone is breaking a rule or a law or violating your personal rights? 4 is check in with someone you trust if you can. Sometimes advocacy needs to happen immediately and you can't check in. But if you have the time, talk to someone you trust and see if they also think it's wrong. Do they know more about it? So far, we reviewed when you should advocate. Now, let's talk about how can we be advocates. Personal testimony and persuasive writing are two different tools that help us advocate. Both contain the same parts, but they are presented in different ways. Personal testimony is a speech you read aloud to a decision maker. Persuasive writing is a letter you write to a decision maker. A decision maker is a person who decides things. They are the person you are trying to persuade. Everyone is a decision maker. Which decision maker you are trying to persuade depends on the advocacy issue you are addressing. Sometimes the decision maker is a person who is in charge, like your parents, a teacher, or a political official. Sometimes the decision makers are a group of people, like a city council, a school board, or a group of friends. What is being persuasive? Being persuasive is trying to convince somebody to think a certain way, do something, or not do something. A decision maker is a person who decides things. So far, we reviewed what is being persuasive. Let's talk about how to be persuasive. First, say what you want or need and why you want or need it. Then add some supporting facts to help make your case stronger. These could be laws or rules, or there could be more detail about the issue that affects you personally. Make it personal. Making your advocacy personal helps decision makers to see how the issue directly affects people. It's important to make sure you say how and why the issue is important to you and to make your feelings about it clear. Otherwise, the decision maker won't know what you want them to do. Many times, the decision makers are separated from the effects of their decisions and don't know the harm or good those decisions can cause. Can you think of any examples of being persuasive? Now we're going to have some fun and play a game, Stand and Declare. Stand and Declare is a game that allows people to express where they stand on an issue. During this game, we will have an opportunity to be advocates and leaders. Write one of the following on a piece of paper. Strongly agree, agree, disagree, and strongly disagree. The first item is pie is a better dessert than cake. Do you strongly agree, agree, disagree, or strongly disagree? If you can, add some supporting facts to help make your case stronger. Let's take a look at item 2. Playing video games is a better way to spend free time than reading a book? Do you strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree? Again, if you can, add some supporting facts to help make your case stronger. Let's look at how to brainstorm a topic. Brainstorming a topic will help you respond to your advocacy issue. Some of the questions that you may write down to help you brainstorm is, why is our issue important? How does this issue affect your life and the lives of others in our community? What are the problems within this issue? What are the most important things to focus on? What needs to change? What might a solution be? What do you want someone to do? So far, we reviewed how to brainstorm on a topic. Now we'll take a look at our focus topic that we will work on as a group. And the focus topic that we will work on is, everyone in the world has some kind of disability. When you work on this focus topic, take a look at the brainstorm questions in the previous slide. You may not use all of the questions, but the purpose, again, of those brainstorm questions is just to help you to respond to this advocacy issue topic that we're going to work on as a group. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to me at 540-373-2559. Thank you, and I look forward to meeting with you again for session 2.